A big week, as we mentioned, for the air show with Emirates, as we just talked about, spending big. And man, that is going to be a much needed shot in the arm for Boeing. Talk about these purchases, both with Boeing and also with Airbus.
Yeah, it's a big order. You can see with, and these are the aircraft, they are meant, especially on 777X, are meant for the long haul travel, wide bodies, and they probably a replacement for their A380 program. You in your story, as you just mentioned, their big 77 777-65 orders are meant for the very long haul, helping Emirates to maintain their hub in Dubai.
Indeed. I want to get your overall take on this air show, its importance globally, and who was there, which countries were represented, and what does this mean to commercial as well as military aircraft?
So, there were almost 45 countries were representing there, with the big players in defense and in civil aviation, and not to forget, China has probably one of the largest among international participants this year. Now, these large countries, they were emphasizing on Middle East, GCC countries, and North Africa, and Global South for the presence there. And those are the markets that they are all targeting, and Dubai show was a perfect venue for them.
Yeah, and talk about a bit more about China, because in many ways it was a big coming out for this nation. I want to talk about its C919 aircraft. How is this model being embraced, and who is its target audience? What's its biggest competition?
Yeah, so Sean, let's look at it. What was the core theme of the Dubai Airshow, right? It was a defining feature for this year was sustainable aviation, right? Electric and hybrid eVTOLs, the green infrastructure. And when you look at China specifically, China is aligned closely with these sustainability using the air show to present fuel efficient engines, green narrow body aircraft platforms like C919, and the new UAM or urban air mobility solutions. China's presence was the largest among all other international participants there. COMAC's full scale appearance in the Middle East, bringing the C919 to the show, along with C909. Then Aero Engine Corporation of China, you just heard, they were there. The strong interest from Middle Eastern carriers and leasing companies looking to diversify fleets and reducing dependency of the traditional other OEMs. Now, just focus on C919. Mm-hmm. It was a full scale, right? It was China Southern, which is already using this plane. There are 26 planes already in operation, 1,000 planes on order. So they are the competitors basically for Airbus A320 and Boeing narrow-body 737 MAX. Now, regional and mid-size airlines in the Middle East, Africa, Southeast Asia, and the countries, especially on Belt and Road markets, these are the carriers, these are the markets that probably will first go for C919.
That certainly makes sense.
Now, yeah.
I want to talk a bit more about...
just looking at it.
Sorry about that. That delay gets us. I want to talk a bit more about the sustainability of all this, because the carbon footprint always a concern, and clearly people want to build as environmentally conscious as possible.
Yeah, so China is positioning itself as a credible new entrant in the global commercial aviation. And when it comes to sustainability, it's being used as a strategic narrative by China, and that's aligned with the other global operators. And the demonstrated technology narrative. While certification challenges are still there for Middle East and Global South area because of C919 usage, but overall, China has projected this particular Dubai Air Show for their more sustainable opportunities for C919 and other products. Yeah. Now, the carbon footprint of C919, which has, you can see on the video what was happening, drawn a large crowds, right, for airline interest. The reason being, it's made with a new technology. It's with the combination with other partners, global partners within the supply chain, and these are most of the carbon footprint that this plane has is because of the newer technology being used,
Right, right.
and the carbon fiber use on this, and the new engines they're developing. It has a very good sustainability model.
Yeah.
Plus, this aircraft is already proven that it can use SAF, the sustainable aviation fuel. So that's all the good areas that takes sustainability at the center stage there with C919 launch.